I've studied and audited over 1,000 B2B LinkedIn profiles. Around 3% were properly optimized to convert traffic into clients for their service. In this video, I'll go over the 8 sections of your profile. These 8 sections are going to follow a structured format to convert your profile visits into clients. So let's get into it. So first of all, for profile optimization, you have to realize the one and only goal for optimizing your profile is positioning yourself as an authority. People must understand that you can get them results. Otherwise, your content and your outreach is not going to work. Sure, you might get a few inbound leads from your content, but it is not going to be on a consistent basis. So this is how you set up your profile for max conversions. First of all, you got your profile picture. So here's a checklist of what you need for a profile picture. You want a clear headshot, no selfies, and no blurry pictures, please. On LinkedIn especially, you need to stand out as a professional. On Twitter, maybe you can get away with it. But on LinkedIn, there's a bunch of other corporate people that expect a professional picture. Now, you don't need to have a professional photographer. You don't need to have a professional setup. You can just take your phone, set it in front of a window, have that natural light coming on your face, and take a picture. It's that simple. So if you have a blurry background like this example right here, you can easily remove it. You just go to remove.bg and then remove it, download the picture, go to Canva, and add a solid background. So when you're on Canva, just click create a design, find the logo design. I think it's 500 by 500. And then you're going to input that downloaded picture from remove BG. And then you're going to add either a solid or you can add a gradient to the background of your picture. Make sure that that color that you do pick or the gradient that you do pick is relevant to your brand's colors. I'm going to talk about this at the end, but you want brand colors, theme colors for all of your content because it's going to tie everything together. So you can easily go from something like this to something like this, which is exactly what I have right now. Really simple. Let's go down to banner. So I kind of regret to tell you this because there's a lot of people designing banners that are going to charge you a few $100, but banners do not matter almost at all. Nobody really cares or looks at them. The main thing that you want to do is just not mess it up. Don't have like one of the templated banners that LinkedIn gives you. Don't make something insanely crazy on Canva or something. Just make sure that you have one of these 3 templates that are super simple. So you can do something like I did, where I have a basic business logo, and then I just have some results from clients I've been able to get results for, obviously. Super simple. I didn't do too much in the design. I kept it with my brand's theme colors. Super simple. Anyone can copy that. Next is business tagline plus your colors. So one of my clients here, actually, his tagline was entrepreneurs are heroes and every hero needs a sidekick. He was doing recruiting. So I really like that tagline. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's just keep it because it actually reflects what his service is about, but it kept it really simple. He didn't need to overcomplicate something, and I think it looks really nice. Lastly, you can do a personal picture. So right here, this guy, he has a personal picture from his childhood. This is him right here. And he decided to use that as a way to appeal to more people, which completely gets it done. It's not my favorite way of doing things, but it can work, especially if you don't want to be known as just the business guy on LinkedIn, even though that's kind of the point of it. So continuing on, the war bio. So this is how I create all of my bios for my clients. And I like it because it's so simple to actually position yourself as an authority and let people know what you do at the same time. So the war bio is a 3-pillar framework. And it is what you do, it is authority, and then it's results. So I'm going to go into each one of those pillars right now and explain what you should be doing for those. So what you do, obviously that's pretty self-explanatory, but instead of something shallow, when you say marketing consultant, don't say that. Nobody's going to care. There's tons of other people that do the exact same thing. So you need to differentiate yourself a little bit. So we want to position yourself, like I was saying, as an authority in your niche. So I help SaaS founders acquire customers through LinkedIn. That's 1,000 times better, 100 times better, because now people know exactly who you help and what you do. And because you do those two things, you're being specific, you're going to stand out from all the other horrible bios. So here's a few examples I've seen work really well. I'll help you turn YouTube into your biggest revenue source. Boom, he's telling people what he's doing. Helping solopreneurs sign clients with a proximity offer and power writing. Scaling DTC brands with performance ad creatives. We help B2B companies produce confident video ads. All great examples of exactly what they do, so their audience, their profile visitors, know exactly how they can help. So you can see what they do. So to recap that, just be specific of who you help and what you do. Next is authority. So you want to add proof elements. So this should not be specific results, but rather your results as a whole. So a bad example is I help businesses grow. Sure, that kind of is authority, but like no one knows what that actually means. So a good example of this is built 3 marketing agencies generating 7 figures each. Wow, okay, now this person has a bunch of authority. They've scaled 3 separate agencies to 7 figures. That's their authority. That's the results as a whole. It's not diving into one specific result. It's the results as a whole from their whole time in business or whatever is related to their service. So you can see how much more like trust and authority is instantly formed through that. So here's some bios that do that really well. So helped 150 entrepreneurs grow their personal brand, $3 million in results. Boom. It's not saying I've helped I help clients generate $30,000 a month. That's one specific result. But no, he said I've helped 150 entrepreneurs and I made over $3 million. It's his authority as a whole. $39 million in e-commerce email sales generated. Over 500 sales teams built. World's fastest growing sales and leadership training company, $100 million. Training 11,000 plus companies and over 1 million leaders and sales professionals. That's their authority as the whole. So to summarize this, show off your business's complete results. Next is results. So here's you want to be a little bit more specific with the results that you're actually saying. You don't want to have the authority type bio. So this preferably would relate to your offer. If it doesn't, then it's just not necessary to have in your bio. So if your offer was 10 leads in 30 days with cold email or you don't pay, then you could transition that to 10 leads generated monthly for 27 past clients. So yes, it's kind of your results as a whole, but it's really dialing in on one specific offer of yours and saying, yes, I've been able to do this. So a few examples here. Grow your e-commerce agency to $50,000 a month without the BS. Boom. He's saying exactly what he does, and he's dialing in on one specific result that he gets for people. Jake Ward, making $20 million a year for our clients. Okay, so this one actually might be his total revenue, but just for the sake of the example, if he's making $20 million a year for each one of his clients, then that would be his results. So final words, show off your offer with results to actually back up that offer. So now what I want you to do with the War bio is pick 2 pillars and create one. So here's my bio. I've actually changed this probably since then, but LinkedIn ghostwriting for founders plus agency owners, funneling leads through custom content, added thousands of followers for my clients. So I use the what you do, and the R, which is the results pillars, as you can obviously see. So let's move on from that into your featured section in the format that you actually want for your featured section. I see tons of people without featured sections, and that's leaving a big gap for actually converting your audience at every possible stage that they're at, whether they're ready to buy currently or just looking for freebies. So if anyone clicks on your profile, they're going to see this section if you have it set up, meaning you must optimize it for your viewers. So I use a 3-point format for my featured sections. So 1 is a link to my website or my landing page. 2 is my best performing post, preferably related to your service. And 3 is a lead magnet or newsletter. And I found that this format gives a viewer an upsell at every stage they're in. So the buyers are going to click my site link and book a call with me immediately. The lurkers they're kind of interested, but maybe not yet, are going to subscribe to my email list to get more value. They're going to get the lead magnet because they want the more value. And the freebies, the guys that just aren't really interested yet, are going to read my content. So it's a great way to push people into your funnel wherever your visitor is at. Next is links. So the link section may not show up if you've never added a link. So if you don't see that, click the button right here, which is number 2 right here, right in the corner. So this is 1 right here, just showing you where it should show up here. So click 2, click this little edit button. You're going to scroll down to the bottom of that section, and you're going to see a link right here where you can actually put the link to wherever you want to direct them from your call to action. And then you're going to have your link text. So you add your website link and then add a call to action, which is actually going to show up. So this call to action right here directs to my site. So the best call to action is your offer. So not like what your offer specifics are, the benefits of it. Give like your actual offer. So mine is I'll get you 750 followers in 30 days. Instead of saying like I write LinkedIn content for you. Like nobody cares about that. Put the exact offer, put the specific results they're going to get in your CTA. Next is experiences. So the experience section seems simple enough. Add all of your work experience that you've ever done in your entire life. And that's just not true. You only want to add in relevant experience. So what do I mean by this? Only keep work experience that is going to signal to your profile viewers that you can accomplish your service. So if a certain experience doesn't do this, then consider taking it out, because otherwise it's just going to crowd your profile. It's going to make your profile longer and longer. And imagine if that was on your landing page. You would not be putting results that are irrelevant to your service on your landing page. So treat your LinkedIn account as your landing page. Next is skills. So honestly, does anyone really look at the skills section? Probably not. I know I have a few times, but for the most part, not really. The only thing that they would potentially look at when they're just scrolling through your profile is to see the endorsements that you have, the amount of endorsements that you have. So yes, it is still important to optimize because people are going to look at it occasionally. And I do see a lot of people doing this wrong. So most people are going to add a million skills. Anything that they've ever done that's somewhat related to their service or maybe not even. And they completely overdo it. So you really only need 2 of your best and most relevant skills, because that's all people are going to see anyways. They're not going to like click on the expand to see all the skills you have. That's just not how it works. That's not how people operate. So put 2 skills there that are hyper relevant to your service. And then I would ask a few of your best friends or anybody from LinkedIn that you know to just give you a quick endorsement to get that going, to show that you have a little bit of authority in your niche. I didn't add a testimonial section as it's pretty straightforward. But by all means, get testimonials and add testimonials as you can to your LinkedIn profile. So right here we get our color scheme. So brand consistency matters at every step of your business. If you want to look professional, you need a common color scheme that is going to be going across your lead magnets, your YouTube, your Twitter, your free lead magnets, your newsletter. I think I already said lead magnets. But your newsletter, any potential books that you put out, anything that you do that you're putting out, you want it to signal that it's a coherent brand. And that starts in part with a common color scheme. So for me, I use red, white, and black. I use a few colors of red. And now whenever I create visuals, people know that it belongs to me. I'm not copying off someone else's work. Like, it's clearly mine. It also creates a sense of exclusivity. Instead of just a random Google Doc, you now have this Notion doc here that has all of my colors specifically added in to show that this is from Got Content. So here's my colors right there. So honestly, it's a psychological trigger to signal that you have a professional business. So choose 2 to 3 colors and just start to add that into your profile picture, your banner, and then all of your like infographics for LinkedIn specifically. And lastly, my offer for you, done for you LinkedIn client acquisition. Our offer for B2B companies making over $50,000 a month, where we implement this training and more for you. We're going to create content. We're going to send targeted connections and close clients with custom DMs. If you're interested in this, go down below in the description and book a call. All right, I'll see you later.